Hello, grade 8. How are you today? Welcome to another lesson for social sciences. Are you good, grade 8? Are you good today? Hello, everyone. Yes, we are continuing with geography. Yes, for the whole week, we'll be doing geography. Okay, so let's just proceed with our lesson. I can see people are good. That's very good. Okay, so just a recap on what we did yesterday. We looked at globes and satellite images. We also looked at world time, time zones, and the international dateline. South African Standard Time. We also looked at the Earth's revolution around the sun, satellite images. What satellite images look like? That's what we covered yesterday. I hope you haven't forgotten. Let's revise the previous activity that I gave you, the homework. Let's revise the work that I gave you. Did you do the homework? Did you do your homework? So let's start question 1. State which continents are found in Western Hemisphere and in the Southern Hemisphere. So you're supposed to write for Western Hemisphere, Antarctica, North and South America. Those continents are found in Western Hemisphere. And then Southern Hemisphere, South America, other part of Africa, Antarctica, and Australia. Those are the continents that are found in Southern Hemisphere. Just correct your work there. Okay, we move on. Question 2, identify which continent has the most time zones and which has the least time zones. So the one with the most time zones, Asia, and least, Europe. So those were the two answers we're supposed to give. Most, Asia, least, Europe. Okay, we go to question 3. Am I not too fast? Yeah, fine. Grade 8. Am I not too fast? Okay, all right. Okay, question 3. Name 3 important lines of latitude and 2 important lines of longitude. The 3 important lines of latitude are equator, Tropic of Cancer, and Tropic of Capricorn. Those are the 3 important lines of latitude. Oh, which means I forgot to put 2 important lines of longitude, Greenwich meridian and international date line. Greenwich meridian and international date line for 2 important lines of longitude. And then we go to question 4. Explain how satellite images help us understand Earth. Okay, I'll wait for your answers, Natalie. Okay, can I have your answers then? Question 4. Question 4, give me your answers. Explain how satellite images help us understand Earth. Which answers did you come up with? Question 4. Can I have your answers? Oh, my internet connection is unstable. I'm waiting for your answers. I'm waiting for your answers, grade 8. Okay, so for the answer for grade 8, oh, sorry. My mind, sorry. The answer for question 4, they gather important information about the Earth's surface and environment from space. That is the answer you were supposed to give. From Asanda, satellite images produce different images that we view and interpret. Satellites and send information to receiving centers on the ground. Okay, Asanda, I can see your answer there. Others? Where is Natalie? She wanted to type. Don't they help farmers? How, Tyrese? You have to explain in detail. How? Question 5. I can see you don't want to participate. Explain what would happen to life on Earth if the Earth did not rotate. Let me see your answers that are coming in. I am from Hamkelang to see how much pollution is on Earth. That's good. Asanda, sensors on the satellite collect information about Earth. Okay, that's good. And then we go to question 5. explain what would happen to life on Earth if the Earth did not rotate. What was going to happen? Which answer did you come up with on question 5? It's a general knowledge question, that one. Which answers did you come up with? What would happen to life on Earth if the Earth did not rotate? From Hamkhalang, there would not be day or night or seasons. That's very good. Half the earth will be cold and will burn. Natalie, okay. Others? From Tyrese, farmers can remotely monitor large areas of crops to see whether more or less water is needed to help. Okay. Farmers can remotely monitor large areas of crops to see whether more or less water is needed. Okay. Now you explained better, Tyrese. That's good. Do we still have more answers coming in? So for question 5, what would happen to life on Earth if the Earth did not rotate? So there will be no day, there will be no day and night. Vegetation would not grow due to lack of sunlight, resulting to hunger. So we're supposed to write a similar. From Asanda, life, animals, and all living things would be swept into the atmosphere. Oh, okay. Okay, let's move on. I gave you key terms to research yesterday. Did you research all the key terms? Let's start with settlement. What is settlement? What did you find out? What is settlement? So these are places where people live. And then nomadic settlements. What kind of settlements are those ones? It's a settlement of people who move from one place to another. So these people, they don't stay in one place, they move around. These settlements are usually found in countries like Sudan, somewhere there. And then urban settlement, an area with industries, transportation, and administrative functions. Yes, Chedza, they don't have a fixed position. Yes, that's good. It's correct. Rural settlement, settlement associated with agricultural activities like farming. And what about CBD, Central Business District? CBD stands for Central Business District. This is the commercial part of a city. In the city center is called CBD, Central Business District. So the reason why I said you should research, we're going to focus on these terms for today's topic. Let's move on. So today's topic, we're going to look at urban settlements. Urban settlements. Here I put pictures of urban settlements. You can see here. So these are urban settlements. So most urban areas are developing its infrastructure and industries in urban settlements. And then we look at land use within urban settlements. How is the land used in urban areas? Urban settlements are divided into three main land uses or zones for different purposes. These include CBD, industrial zone, and residential areas. So we have three main zones that are found in urban areas: CBD, industrial zone, residential areas. So we're going to look at these three land uses in detail. Let's start with CBD. This is the Central Business District. Remember, we find this in the center of the city. It is the commercial in the center of the city. They are high density buildings, which means high density, it means a lot of buildings in the CBD. The land value is higher because of great competition, which also means that the rent is also higher in CBD. Main area for shopping malls. We also find shopping malls in CBD. Also, cultural, recreational, and entertainment facilities are also found there in the CBD. So that is the Central Business District. You can see here. Which city is this one? What do you think? Which city is this one? Can you identify it? Yes, Tyrese, Johannesburg. That's correct. Yes. Okay, so these pictures are showing CBD. So in the central of the city here. And then we look at industrial areas. So industrial areas, they are divided into two. There is light industry, and then there is heavy industry. So we're going to start by looking at light industries. These industries, they manufacture furniture, shoes, clothes, and other home appliances. So they are not that big industries. Also, they are located close to markets. So you can see examples here. These are light industries here. Okay. And then what about heavy industries? These are big industries which use a lot of energy. They also cause pollution and noise. Chemical plants, steel manufacturing, petroleum refineries, and construction. All of those are examples of what? heavy industries. They are usually located away from residential areas. Why? Because they produce a lot of air pollution. They cause pollution and noise. So they have to be far away from residential areas. These are heavy industries. So remember, for industrial areas, we've got two types. Are these like factories? Yes, Lisedi. The factories, yes. So they fall under heavy industries. Here you can see the pictures I put for you of the heavy industries. You can see here, also here. So these industries, usually you can see there are no residential areas nearby because they produce a lot of air pollution and noise due to the equipment they use. That's why they have to be far away from residential areas where people live. So all of these ones, they are examples of heavy industries. So always remember, for industrial areas, we've got light industries and heavy industries. And then we look at the last category of urban settlements, residential areas. There are three types of residential areas. There are three types of residential areas. Type number one, with what we call high-income residential areas. So you get to understand this high income. What does it mean? Why do they call them the high income residential areas? It means those people living there, they earn high income, so they can afford those houses. Okay, so there is low density in these areas. It means fewer people live there. It's not crowded. They are big houses with big gardens. There is high quality of service provision. So the service that they get in those areas is of high quality. Easy access to transport routes. So they can easily access transport routes. Here I gave examples of such areas. We've got Midrand, Orton, Fourways, Sentin. These areas found in Joburg. They are examples of what? High income residential areas. So people who live there, they earn high income. I put a picture for you. You can see the areas for high income. You can see the houses. Yes, Natal is big. It's big. And then we go to middle income residential areas. Those who earn middle income or medium. These are medium-sized houses or flats or townhouses. The population density is also medium. It's not high, it's not low, but it's medium. You can see the flats, the townhouses, these ones. So these ones are called what? They fall under middle income residential areas. So it's the flats and townhouses. And then we go to low income residential areas. This is for people with low income. These areas have got a high population density. A lot of people are living there, overcrowded. There's cheap housing, poor quality infrastructure and service delivery, low standard of living, there's also noise and pollution. It is usually located on the outskirts of cities. At the far edges of cities. These include townships and informal settlements. For example, I put the examples: Soweto, Mamelodi, Alexandra, and Tembisa. So those examples, they fall under what? Low income residential areas. So these are the characteristics, all of this. That is what you find in low income residential areas. So remember, we've got three types of residential areas: high income, middle income, and low income residential areas. You can see a picture here, three pictures of townships in South Africa. These are townships. So these are low income residential areas. And then we go to shopping centers, services, and recreation. These are located close to residential areas. They include parks, schools, post offices, municipal offices, clinics, and playgrounds. So they are located close to where people live. The shopping centers, the services, and the recreation. Are we together? That mall is in Cape Town. Which one? Amgelang? The one on the left or on the right? Amgelang? Are you also in Cape Town? On the right, is it? Are you also in Cape Town? Ah, Natalie, you are hungry. Okay, you are hungry. Not now. You can see McDonald's. You are hungry now. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I was just showing you the shopping centers. Okay, so for today, we come to the end of the lesson. What did you learn today? Before I give you your homework, what did you learn? What did you learn today during my lesson? Industrial areas. Okay, Helen, okay. Rural and urban settlements. Okay. Lisedi, that's good. Others, what did you learn today? Or maybe you were sleeping. Others, residential areas, Natalie, CBD. Okay. What else? CBD from Natalie. Okay. Waiting for other answers. The three types of residential areas from Shansha. Oh, that's good. High, middle, low income residential areas from Helen. Oh, that's good. It shows you were listening. That's very good. I learned that there are three different residential areas. Amkhelang, okay. That's very good. Grade 8. So let me share your homework. It's only one question, but what are you supposed to do? Tabulate the characteristics of high, medium, and low income residential areas. What is to tabulate? What is to tabulate? To explain. No? What is to tabulate? Yes, Nhlanhla, put it in a table form. You have to draw a table. Tabulate, that's very good, Nhlanhla. You have to draw a table showing the characteristics of high, medium, and low income residential areas. Yes, Asanda, you put it in table form. Only one person, yes. You are going to put as much characteristics as you can in that table. So you have three columns for high, medium, and low income residential areas. And then you write the characteristics going down. Do you understand? Next time I'll give you 10 questions. I can see you don't want one question. I can see. Well, I'll make them 20. 20 questions. Yes. Isn't it you said only one question? But the things you are going to write, there are more in that one question. You understand? Yes, Asanda, 20. I'll give you. Okay, just copy the question somewhere. At least 3. Okay, Asanda. Are you done copying the question? Oh, that's good. Others, you're done. Lisedi is done. Okay, my email address, if you've got any questions. The second one. Okay, so it was nice having you guys today. Take care until tomorrow, the same time.